look, the Stellar Blade thing, I think people should relax for 5 minutes. Forget whether it's okay to have sexy people in games, it is, or not. And forget the fact that censorship's, yeah, it officially fits the definition of censorship, the Stellar Blade thing with the post-patch today, or the day one patch where her clothes and stuff, I'll show you in a second, got adjusted. But when you're paying for the game, I mean, every day I walked into my job when I was doing video games and censored it. It basically, if you're paying for it, it's your game. And so for whatever reason, the people in charge, it's not like it's coming from the government. It's not like it's coming from Toys R Us, or not that exists anymore, but you know what I'm saying? It's either Sony or the developer that chose to do it. But so it's not like, they're always making choices about what you play. That's the business, and you can choose not to play it or play it. But the bigger thing though is I don't really think this is what a lot of people think it is. And here's why I think this. First off, well, never mind. I was going to tell you this because I was going to say, oh, I'm an old guy anyway. And, I can get sex and porn without, having to get it through a video game. But because I was like, oh, this is how old I am. I just ordered this thing because I have a headache and I need it. I'm old because I got a shiatsu thing. It's got nothing to do with Stellar Blade. I have a headache. Shut up. Here is Eve. And this is how she looks post-patch. And this is how she looked before. And, I don't know why they changed it. Maybe it was a technical reason. Maybe because of the boobs bouncing and this particular type of material that they put on her. Maybe there was a real problem with with it's like, oh, it was her nipples were clipping through the cloth and it looked stupid. I don't fucking know. Or maybe it was somebody, found the Jesus and said, this is not I don't know. Ace is not happy. But here's what I can tell you though. Ace, man, what's the problem? What? It's just birds, man. They're birds. They fly around. Look, just come here, you knucklehead. Anyway, yeah, you can get up there on the couch. But okay, so who knows why? But here's why I don't think it's a problem. Which is, 'cause this, man, this is in the game. This is in the game, man. You can't tell me that some Puritan overlord at Sony or Shift Up came down from on high and said, no more sexy time in our games. Get rid of a little bit of cleavage, but this is okay? Come on. But, there's a story there, but it may just not be what you think it is. The developers have acknowledged it and said, hey, this is the thing we're dealing with. They also did it here, right? Her legs are covered up here. That's a little harder to explain away in terms of like her nipples, unless her nipples are on her knees. She's an alien. You be quiet now. The one I don't like, though, that I can't explain away as much as this. I mean, it could have been a creative choice, but I do like that blend of sex and violence and action. Like I've always said, even back in the games I worked on, like Heavy Metal Magazine inspired. I don't know why suddenly she's covered with blood here and they're saying in the patch version it's much less. That's kind of shitty. So I would just say, if this is Sony coming in like the narrative that has formed and it's like, oh, it's censorship, that's shitty. That's really shitty. Fuck you, Sony, you morons. I mean, again, Sony could say, I don't know. They're idiots if they think they can have their cake and eat it too. I mean, maybe they can. Maybe they think they can and they can. But they can't say, we never advertised this as scintillating. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did. You never advertised it as PG-13 porn. But yeah, you did. You knew what it was and you got cold feet. But I don't think that's what's going on. And if it is, oh my God, shame on you, Sony. Where's my goddamn cake, Bedelia? Where's this thing? See, when you get to my age, this shit's less important because you can, like I said, you're on the internet. My God, you're that hard up, but I understand it's the principle. But again, I think, look at this. Have you seen this? Oh, look at this. Watch this. It's a voice activated toy that you can tell to transform, and it'll talk to you and shit. It's a $900 toy though, I think. Yeah, $900. Anyway, that's not the point though. The point is, my guess is that this is not what people are saying it is, because look at her tushy. Ace, look at her tushy. Ace, speak at her tushy. Speak at her tushy. Speak. Yeah, Ace likes the tushy too.